Just the control of this thing, I mean,
no chronograph involved. CZ has done it again. Let's get it. YouTube, welcome back. And if this is your first time coming over to the channel, you already know we appreciate you all coming over and rocking with us today. Today we are gonna explore the CZ P10C. And basically the C is for compact. This thing was extra fun to shoot. And not only was it fun to shoot, it was really accurate out there at the range because of the updated feature that they put in this firearm, which is the port, or you can call it the compensator, whichever one you want to call it. Big as hell. This thing right here was shooting really nice, really flat, and we were able to get back on zero easily, okay? Let's make sure this firearm is empty, so there's absolutely nothing in the firearm at all, as you can see right here, okay? I currently have a CZ in my collection right now. However, it was not a compact size CZ. It was kind of like a full size CZ that I have in my collection right now. But I'm really glad they made this one to be able to conceal really easy, you know, when you're out doing your EDC thing and things of that nature. So one thing I want to talk about with this firearm right here is some of the accessories that I have on it right now. So right now I do have the Judge on there, and big shout outs to Mike, Gideon Optics, for sending it over to the channel. And then we have the TLR 7A on here, which is extremely bright. I mean, it's not extremely bright, but you know, you get your, I think this is 500 lumens from what I remember. So it's decent enough to be able to identify any type of threat inside your home, and it's bright enough, so I really like it. And this optic is a green dot. Now, getting back to this pistol right here, this is the most current CZ P10C that they have right now out, because this is the ported version, as I said before. However, they do have the previous model to this gun right here, okay? Some of the subtle differences, you're looking at different type of sights that they have on this one right here. They kind of enhanced the sights right here, made them a little bit higher, and set it a little bit back, further back from that ported area right there. And not only did they do that, they also added serrations at the top of the slide, so you can be able to crab rack really easy when you're at the range if you want to check to see if you have any rounds in the chamber. If you haven't seen the previous model, which is the CZ P10, here it is on the screen right now, and you may be able to find it at a really good discounted price, you know, if you didn't want to get something like this. But I'm going to tell you right now, guys, this one right here has an excellent price point. It's coming in at a little bit over $400 right now, which is extremely budget friendly. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get into this dope review. Here's somewhat the new kid on the block, the CZ P10C 9mm ported pistol. Let's take a look at it. And of course, here's the case here. They make really nice solid cases. Open it up with the latches. You have your lock area right here and the handle, really solid case. And let's see what's inside the case right here. So right here, you do have your magazine, and it is a 15 rounder right here. It is metal, and you can hear that right now. So that's one of them right here. Let's see what else is in here. Right here, you have your magazine extensions, and it looks like they give you two of them. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's a +2 with these mag extensions, okay? +1 or 2, but I believe it is 2. So here's one right here. I really don't care for how these are shaped, so I found a +5 online that I'll be using on mine, and you'll see that in the video. But this is the one right here that they include inside the case, okay? Let's put this back in the bag. Moving right along, right here, it looks like you have little cleaning kit that they always give, and I like that. Let's go ahead and pop the lid off of it. So these are sometimes a little bit difficult to get out. That's it right there. And you have your brush right here, your cleaning brush. You have your handle, and it looks like it's something else in there trying to hide. Oh, and that's your rod. So it allows you to be able to clean your barrel out. Put this top back on. And what else do we have inside this case? You have back straps. So you have 2 back straps here, and of course you have 1 included on the pistol already. You have a lock for safety measures, and pretty neat, you have a snap cap here. So this saves your firing pin if you ever try to dry fire and things of that nature. Let's see if they have anything else in here. I believe they do at the top of the case right here that I'm grabbing. So you do have your CZ Arms Club pamphlet right here, and it gives you a barcode to scan, find out more information. You have a caution pamphlet right here. It shows you the proper use of the firearm. And it also includes, it looks like, the instruction manual. So this is really nice, and it has a lot of detailed information in the inside of this right here for you. Now let's talk about the design of the pistol. I love how they made those subtle upgrades to this pistol compared to the CZ P10. So they made some adjustments to this, and aesthetically it looks really good. As far as the overall length from here to here, it looks like you're getting 7.3 inches of the pistol measurement right there. Now, as far as the width, well, we're gonna go ahead real quick and measure it. All right, so I have my Hardell measurement tool right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and measure it. Well, let me set it to 0 right now. Reset to 0, and it's in inches. Okay, and let's go ahead and do it and see how wide this bad boy truly is. Okay, here we go. Tighten it up. And let's tighten it. Okay, as far as the width, you're looking at 1.08 inches. 1.08 inches as far as the width. Online, they say the weight is 1.67 pounds, but of course, let's go ahead and put it on the scale with and without the magazine to find out. All right, we have the scale, let's set it. We have the scale set to 0 here. And here's the pistol. Now we're gonna weigh it first with the magazine in just to get the weight. So right now you're looking at 1 pound, 10 ounces. 1 pound, 10 ounces with the magazine in the inside. Now let's take the mag out. And of course it's gonna give us a different calculation. So the magazine is out. Illuminate that screen for you so you can see it. And it's coming in at 1 pound, 7 ounces. 1 pound, 7 ounces without the magazine. Now, something extraordinary about this pistol, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it back and show you that it is completely empty. Okay, the barrel length is 4.02 inches, and it's a cold hammer forge. Now, that's pretty cool stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and let you look at the rifling in the inside right here, if you can see it. So I'm gonna move it around just so you can try to see the rifling in the inside. So yes, cold hammer forged barrel. They also state that this barrel is 10%, watch this, 10% heavier, which should help with muzzle flip and felt recoil. Pretty cool stuff. Let's check out these sights on this pistol right here, and I'm gonna come a little bit closer so you can see them. So this has a luminescent 3-dot system here, and I'm gonna come a little bit closer so you can really see what's going on. So that is luminescent, and in the rear right there, that is luminescent also. Now I know a lot of you guys are gonna appreciate this. These are not polymer sights, these are metal sights. So your front is metal, and then also the rear of the sight right here is metal. Let's check out this slide right here and just look at the color, guys. Really nice matte black. I love that color. And it's the steel slide with black nitride. It also has a integrated compensator or port on it. So I'm gonna let you all name it what you want to name it online, but they're calling it a compensator. We also call it ports, and you can see it has that hole right there on the slide. Not only that, it also has that hole right here in the barrel. All right, now this footprint right here, of course you have a metal plate covering it up, but the footprint, the CZ P10C ported, does not have a single optic footprint. Interesting. But uses a plate system requiring you to purchase an adapter plate to match your specific red dot sight. Now, I don't know if you all are going to call that a fail or a win on that one, but guess what? I had to go purchase a RMSC plate. Not only that, I wanted an Armor plate with mine also. So I went online, I got a titanium plate, and I'll show you on the screen right now what I use for that, but that's what I purchased for this pistol. Let's get into the serrations here. Now you do see that they have the serrations at the top, on the side here also, which are a little bit different design, and then they have it in the rear right there. Now, these in the rear are very, very comfortable. However, the ones in the front, let's start here. The top serrations makes it really, really easy to crab rack your gun. So if you're taking your hand, go like that, press check. It's really, really easy to crab rack your gun, okay? That's a good thing. Now, these can be quite aggressive at times. However, you know, the serrations in the front right here are not as aggressive as my Nocturne, my full-size Nocturne right here. So this one is really, really aggressive because it has a shorter slide width right here, as you can see that. So these are pretty sharp while racking. These are a little bit step up under them right there, but you know, you can get a good grip on your pistol out at the range. Now, the good thing about this slide is it looks like you get more room for racking or pulling the slide back. So this is going to feel more like, you know, your traditional 9mm pistol. And what I'm talking about is how wide the slide is right here. So you can see how wide that is, once again, opposed to how wide the slide is on this. This is a lot thinner. You know, if I show you side by side, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Now it's time to talk about the slide stop right here. So the slide stop, well, very interesting stuff right here. Of course, you can see it has some area right here where you can get a good grip on it. Now, the gun has a wide serrated slide stop, but it's kind of uncomfortable. Yes, it's kind of uncomfortable pressing down with your thumb. So you may want to look for an extended slide stop online to install, and you can see it on the other side right here. So what I'm talking about is this right here. It tends to have those sharp edges right there. So when you're pushing down with your thumb, it digs into your thumb, and you can see my indentation right there. So I'll go it again so I can show you, just like that. And just imagine doing that over time, over and over again. So you most definitely need to get an extended slide stop for this pistol. Let's look at the internals. So I'm not going to separate this on screen, the slide from the lower frame, but let's go ahead and check it out real quick. So here it is. Right here you have your guide rod and spring, and once again it's very lightweight, and real talk, it does feel really, really cheap. So I don't know if they sell any type of tungsten guide rods, but you know, you might want to try one of those out. I don't know how long these will last. All right here you have your barrel. And interesting enough, it does feel like it weighs a lot. So I can feel the weight on this. And guess what? I'm kind of curious right now. Let's go ahead, put it on the scale and see how much it weighs. And there's your rifling right there. So got a really good reflection going where you can see the rifling in the inside. But let's go ahead and put it on the scale. I'm curious. All right, so here it is. Let's set it to 0. And like once again, they say that this is 10%, I believe, heavier than their previous barrel. So let's go ahead and put it on. It has some weight to it, I'll tell you that. So right there, it looks like it's 4.3 ounces. 4.3 ounces on the scale. So yes, they're telling the truth. It does have some weight to it to help mitigate recoil and muzzle flip. Let's continue to look at the internals here. So right here, you have your slide. That's what the mechanism looks like right here. In the inside, you can see the firing pin area there. And that's it for the slide. Well made. And then this is your lower frame right here, guys. So that's what you're looking at as far as the lower frame. Now that you've seen the internals, let's go ahead and check out the rail right here where you can install and put a tactical light right here. So you can fit most common tactical lights like the TLR1, TLR8, And also, an option that may be good is the Olight PL Mini 2 lights, which are affordable budget lights, and they are smaller lights for this area. Right here, you have your takedown lever. So you have a lever right here. It is ambi, so it's on the other side. And these things are so small. You know, Glock has them really, really small. I wish they would come up with a different design that makes it easier to pull these down sometime, but you have them right here. Moving further south right here, let's look at the lower frame. Man, I really, really like the lower frame on this gun. As far as the ergos, you know, and getting your hand in place, it feels really, really good in the hand. I like that. Regarding the materials of this lower frame, it has a fiberglass polymer lower frame. And once again, like I said, it is really, really comfortable. Now the grip, interesting enough, let's talk about the grip. This has what's called textured squares on it that are larger. And you can see right here, they're larger on each side, this side and also this side of the pistol. However, on the backstrap area, you have small squares organized in this area and also in the front of it. So it does give you a nice amount of grip, especially when your hands are wet. You know, if it's wet outside or if you're sweating really good, you still can have a really good grip. But watch this. If I hold this and just imagine holding this for hours shooting, you can actually see in my hand the, impressions of this textured grip. So, and that's just from holding it just like that. So imagine if you're shooting this for hours upon hours, you see it right there in my hand. But it's not uncomfortable. They made it where it's really, really comfortable. This comfortable grip in turn gives you better control over your pistol. Let's check out the trigger guard right here. So you have a very, very large trigger guard. Right here, you do have a little undercut area right there. And you have some serrations right there in that area for index finger if they're trying to place their index finger in that area. So they pretty much structured this so it can fit different shooters' grips, while they're out there at the range. All right, now this magazine release button right here, you can see also that this has a specific type of pattern on it right here, but it is and when I mean comfortable, it is very, very comfortable. The magazines come out super fast and you can just feel it. No friction while going in. Well, it's a little bit, just a little bit of friction right there, but not bad. It allows you to seat it inside that pistol. And once again, guys, if you're trying to reload quickly, CZ is where it's at when it comes to that. Now for the grand finale. I'm letting you all know right now, this trigger is the shit, man. I like the CZ trigger. And if you don't like it, I clearly don't understand, but this is it. It has a safety blade in the middle. So if you depress that safety blade right there, it will fire when you push all the way down. But if you press it, off the side or a piece of clothing or something get hung up, it will not fire. That's a safety mechanism. But let's go ahead and check the trigger out. So here's your take up. That's it. Look at that. That's your take up. That's your wall. And when I mean it's a solid wall, it's a solid wall. And then break. Let's reset. That's your reset. Wow. Break. Let's try it again. Reset. Break. Man. One more time. I like it. Feels solid. Okay. That's your take up. Wall. Right there. Break. Let's reset. That's it, guys. Of course, we're gonna go ahead real quick and weigh this trigger. So let me go ahead and get my Wheeler scale right here, and here it is. So we're gonna weigh this trigger. All right, here we go. So it's been racked already. Set it right here. Have to make sure I hit that safety blade, and there it is right there. So the first pull you're looking at just a tad bit over 5 pounds. Let's try it again. All right. And I have to get it exactly in there. There it is right there. Man, it hit it on the nose again. Just a tad bit over 5 pounds. Let's try it again. Okay, and it does depend on where you're pulling from the trigger too, guys. So keep that in mind. Okay, and I pulled it again and it hit exactly at 5 pounds. But the weird thing is, when you're pulling it, it doesn't really feel like a 5-pound trigger. Feel more like a 4-pound trigger, but I guess it is. It's 5 pounds, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a very, very comfortable trigger. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead real quick, put all the accessories on it, and then get it out to the range. Now, just to give you some information before on what type of optic plate I use the DPP titanium optic plates, okay? They're extremely lightweight, really, really lightweight and durable as hell. So they're precision machined for performance, and they have a lifetime warranty on it. And this is what it looks like right here, okay? That's it. I kind of scratched mine up because I was using the screwdriver to get it on and off because it's quite difficult to get my optic on for some reason. I was able to get it on, but I will be using the Gideon optic, the Judge right here. So this is the Judge RMSC optic. I'll be putting this on this and also running a Streamlight on the pistol. All right, so here's what it looked like. You know, this is the plate. This is what it looks like on it if you want, you know, a visual of how it looks. I know you guys like to get full detailed information when it comes to that. So that's what it looks like before I put my optic of choice on there, which is the Gideon Judge. So here it is. I have all of my attachments on here. The Gideon optic, the Judge. Look at that green emitter. This is a green dot right here. And I'll be doing a side-by-side review with this, the Gideon Judge versus the Gideon Judge 2. So I think that's going to be a pretty good video. So stay on the lookout for that. But that's what it looks like. So I'm running an RMSC optic footprint on it, the TLR7A. And of course, you all know that this is stupid bright, strobe mode and everything like that. But honestly, I think I'm going to order another plate, the RMR plate by the same exact company that I told you all before. And that's this right here, the DPP Precision Machine for Performance. They have really good optic plates. And I'm going to get that one because I think, y'all let me know in the comments below, should I run the smaller one or should I run the larger one, which is the RMR? I think I might run a larger one just as, you know, as far as being able to hit targets a lot easier and aesthetic. So just let me know what you think, or you think this is a small compact package to be able to conceal a whole lot better. So let's go ahead real quick and let's get this boy out to the range. YouTube, you know what time it is.
Yes, sir.
Damn, I've been hearing shit, Chad.
Bigfoot's here.
Yeah, they be watching us out here, man. Seriously. Y'all, we having a pretty damn good time with the CZ P10C, which is compensated, you know, that's what they say. And it also has a port, whichever one you want to call it, that's what it is. I call it the Cyclops port, that hole big as hell. It is pretty big. This kind of surprised me a little bit. It really did. It's a different type of phenomenon. It's a lot of things that I like about this gun so far. We've been shooting it, different shots. We haven't had one hang up in it yet, and pretty interesting. So just to let y'all know, I'm running a TLR 7A Streamlight, and also to let you know it is empty. Okay, I'm also running a Gideon Judge. And even though this is an older model Judge, they have the Judge 2 out now. This is a solid optic. And I seriously, Mike, we appreciate you sending over optics after optics, man. And this one right here is just solid. Guys, if you don't have one, make sure you get one. But other than that, like I said, it's a good shooting gun. It's not like the Nocturne where it has a shorter slide. So you do have more meat to hold on to on the slide while racking. So that's a good thing. You don't have that problem with accidentally, you know, touching the lower frame. So that was something that was real good that I liked about this pistol. The trigger, oh my God, bro.
It's amazing.
Man, the trigger, just watch it. Trigger, that's your take up. Take up, y'all seen it in the tabletop already. Break. That's your reset.
It sounds like it's got sponginess to it, but really when you pull through, it's very crisp.
It is very crisp. Now, regarding the trigger, something that I did notice, I don't know if this will be problematic throughout shooting it, but when you push down that little safety in the middle, I can feel it a little bit protruding. Can you, Chad?
You know, I didn't really notice it when I was shooting.
I just a little bit. It's not like
bad,
but you can feel it.
It's like
you can feel it a little.
It's like less than an eighth of an inch. It's very, very, very minimal, but you can definitely feel it. You can grab it. So like what he's saying is like if you grabbed it and you try to pull your finger to the side, you can kind of feel it just pull a little bit. Just a little bit. But I kind of like it, honestly. It don't bother me.
Yeah, because while shooting it, I didn't really have any issues. Now, something we did notice is the pattern of the grip. Go ahead and tell them about that, Chad.
Yeah, So this grip is it's aggressive.
It's different.
It's different, but I would say this is like if I had a scale of like not aggressive at all to like massive aggressive, it's like smack in the middle, maybe a little bit higher. Whenever I was shooting it, I shot like a mag or two through. Like you can just, I don't know if y'all
see the imprint. It's on both our hands.
And like this hand doesn't even, you know, I'm not left-handed, so like it's fresh. So if I just kind of grab it just for a second, you can see it does leave. You can see it.
So imagine shooting it hours after hours, you know?
Now what I will say is that because it has this aggressive texture to it, it feels very secure in your hands.
It does, with it being compact, yeah.
Now I do kind of wonder how it would feel if I shot just this pistol all day. Like if you only had one pistol to shoot at the range. But I mean, I think you'd enjoy the entire time, but you might have a sore hand, or it might have, you know, some sores on it from just use.
Right.
And it's kind of got a little bit of a less aggressive texture here on
your index finger.
For your index finger, and also for your little what do you call it?
Your thumb rest.
Yeah. So same texture on both sides, but not as aggressive as the actual texture on the grip. But I will say the grip itself
feels really
balanced.
Yeah, it does feel balanced. And you know, especially if you have bigger hands, it does keep your hand in position.
Right.
And that's something that's really, really cool with that. It does keep it in position.
Ivan, are these the original sights it came with?
Those are the original sights. So those are actual metal sights, yeah.
And it comes
luminescent.
You know, they're raised up for optic. As you can see, here's the plate for the optic, and it's a little higher, a little raised up, so you can easily co-witness with it.
Yep.
And I mean, overall, I think that the slide cuts are perfect. And like you said, that port being as big as it is.
Wait till you see it, guys.
Smooth.
Man.
Smooth.
It takes a lot of I notice it takes a lot of the brunt of the blowback. The pressures, it takes that away, like out of your hand while shooting. That's the best way to kind of explain that. And it keeps it a little bit flatter while shooting. And we're shooting not a RMR optic right here. We're not shooting an RMR optic. We're actually shooting an RMSC. Now, of course, like you've seen in the tabletop review, you can change out the plate. You can get an RMR plate for this, but I'm running a smaller optic, and it's still, target acquisition is pretty damn good with it so far.
What I would say is the slide release, it's a little thin.
Yes, that's what I talked about in the review.
So like
you can feel it, and it kind of is annoying a little bit. So
you have to really push down with your thumb. Like it's gonna be a little painful.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because it's new. I kind of wonder if if you shot, I don't know, a few thousand rounds through it.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd ease up, but they could have honestly, if they had like an angled slide release where you could push kind of down and to the to the right.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really easy for your hand. Good placement, perfect placement. My hand doesn't have to rotate at all. So I mean, you can, you know what I mean? You can really get there without having to move your hand at all.
And see, it's funny because he didn't even know about the tabletop review that I just did.
Nope.
So we were talking about putting an extended slide stop on this, which I think will help a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, and you can see it. It's very, very minimal. But
yeah.
Hey, oh, he got some toys over here.
All right, guys, so we're about to go ahead real quick and get into some shooting with this thing right now, just so you can witness and see how ergonomically set it is. So it shoots pretty good.
And what I'm gonna do on this one is I'm gonna try to shoot as fast as I can on the target, maintaining accuracy, just to show y'all how much control it actually has. Because I was really going at it a minute ago and was not missing.
Yep. So. Let's get into it.
Hey.
There he is. All right, it's time, guys. We're about to get into it.
Yeah.
We'll let Chad, you want, okay, this is up to you, bro. Do you want to shoot the 115 first or the 120? Let me shoot the one.
Let me shoot the 120.
Huh? You want to shoot the 124?
I want that spicy.
Okay, let me shoot the 115 first. I'll do the 115 first, and then we'll come over to the 124 grain Monarch, and then we'll do the Subsonic ammo 9mm 147 grain just to see how to respond. I don't know how to respond on that stuff, so.
I think we only shot 115 so far.
Say it again.
I think we've only shot 115 so far.
Yeah, we only shot 115, so we only know how that responds. Where is the 115? There it is. All right, so you'll see on the screen right now, this is 115 steel rounds by Monarch. So you'll see that right now, guys. So we're about to get into it. Eyes and ears on?
Yep.
Here we go. Okay. You see that mag fly out of there, bro?
It comes out pretty quick.
Man, that thing shoots out like a damn torpedo. Super fast. And, I mean, it's not super smooth, but it's okay.
I think it's one of those where, like, after a few hundred rounds, it'll smooth out.
Say what?
I think it's one of those where, like, the more you shoot it, the smoother it's gonna get.
Yeah, not bad. And that port really is working. As far as like the recoil, you can feel it. The muzzle flip, it kind of keeps things a lot flatter while you're shooting, and you're able to manage the recoil a whole lot better. I could tell like a lot of that blowback from the pistol is kind of dissipated a little bit, you know, because of this hole. And I guess how big that damn hole is. That's pretty good shit, man. All right, you up next, chat. Damn, how many I missed?
I wasn't even looking. I was getting them angles.
This is how it always happens. This is how it always happens.
All right, you wanted to shoot the what? The 124?
Yeah, 124 is fine.
All right, 124. So if you see on the screen right now, you'll see it. Monarch, 124 grain, 9mm NATO rounds. And you know what? I forgot, y'all. Let's get the chronograph also. All right, so I went ahead and put some more 115 grain Monarch in here because we're using a chronograph. We're kind of curious about the numbers. We want to see how fast the velocity is. So let's check it out. All right, so here we go. Right now we got the chronograph loaded up. Pistol, feet per second, okay? You have your shot, your max, and the velocity in the middle. So here we go. Look at that, 1,137.8.
That's 115.
Huh?
That's 115 grains.
Let's try it again.
Ooh, off by 1 foot. 1144.
Keep it going.
1130.
Whee! I slipped on that one. I jerked.
Yeah, you still
still hit that shit though. Damn.
So we're about that 130 to 140 range.
Okay, I think I got one more in there. 1,123. So it's hovering around the same, huh? Okay. I think that's it. Yep, I'm empty. All right, so not bad, man. I love that chronograph. Big shout outs to Affilate for sending that over to the channel, guys. We'll be using that in a lot of the videos. So, Chad, you up next, brother.
So we were averaging 1130 to 1140 with one drop to 1123. So
now we know the numbers. Oh, did you look at the average in there? On there to see? Because
I was just watching them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, let's see here. Oh, I got it.
Did you load it? There you go. Oh, interesting.
It is.
Not that much. Huh.
I'm gonna get a little.
Oh, did we reset it?
Nope, but it's still recording. That's the 8th shot. But that's still higher than the 115 ever shot. So.
Oh no, it's not resetting. We have to reset. That's what it was.
I'm trying to see. Y'all can see here.
Yeah. There we go. We clear slate now. There you go. It didn't read that. Oh, you're ahead. You're ahead of the chronograph. You have to be side by side with the pistol. There we go. That's weird. It went slower. Oh, it makes sense. 124 grain. Heavier bullet. Yeah, now it's starting to make sense. Okay.
Now, but if y'all watch just the control of this thing, I mean.
Okay, 4th shot. Go ahead, take us through the settings. Take us through the settings.
Yeah. So we can go.
You got 5 shots up there.
Go summary.
Shot record.
So, well, we can do summary or we can do shot record. So if we go.
Let's do shot record.
So we go bada bing.
There it is right there. So
about 1100, we'll call it.
Yeah, it's hovering between that.
That one, someone packed a little bit extra powder in that.
It did. We got to reset. We be forgetting to reset on this mug. I bet you it's a way we can have it automatically do it.
Yeah, we're just doing the quick session, so I'd imagine you can set it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pulled on that one a little bit.
It only calculated 1 shot, but look at that. So it's slower. With 124 grain. How does it handle in the hand with 124 though?
Fine. Well, I think it's very, very little difference between the two. As far as recoil, not too bad. Well, I did notice for the first time whenever y'all see me kind of get hung up and it's empty, guys, was my finger, if I didn't grab that safety, it was locking up on me. So
that's why you had those pulls I seen. Yeah.
Right, because I like to just do like the edge of my finger if I can, just enough to grab the safety so I can kind of like get a good clean break. And it's not very wide. So that's something we didn't notice at the very beginning, but it's a narrow safety here. So you kind of got to really get in there.
I see. Okay. I wasn't having that issue. And I remember the girls when we were out here shooting, once we taught them how to do that, remember?
Yep.
I think it was Hailey that was having the issue.
Yeah, but I mean, that was just me. I was just kind of creeping up on the edge of the trigger.
Yeah.
If you get in there, there's no issue.
Okay. So what was that? That was 124?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Now we got that Subsonic ammo. Go on and load it up. I'll let you get some shots and then I want to feel that too because I really want to know the difference between that Subsonic ammo and that Subsonic ammo you'll see on the screen right now, guys. It's the Remington and it looks like it's 147 grain. And let me go ahead and put it on the screen. 147 grain FMJ Luger 9mm. So real curious about this and how the chronograph is going to read it too, because it's going to be a lot slower.
Yeah, I think this is going to definitely be a lot slower. I wondered if did it have the speed on the box by chance?
Let me see. And those are flat heads too, guys. Let's see the speed on here as I'm looking. I'm speed reading, y'all.
If not, we can find it.
Yeah, I don't see the velocity on here.
I don't know if you mentioned the magazine count. Probably did on the tabletop.
Okay. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, 15.
Absolutely.
15 plus 1.
Oh, show them what one of these bad boys look like. The flatheads. That's what it looks like. Flathead, man. I love those. And they hit hard, too.
So I got 10. I'll roll 5. You want to roll 5?
Reset on a chronograph. Yeah, we'll do about 5 apiece. I think that's gonna be a pleasant shoot though.
Here we go.
And it's ported. So imagine subsonic ammo and it's ported.
Right.
So this should really handle really good.
Now if you see, my hand doesn't have to like rotate at all. I can just release from here. It's a very good grip.
Yeah, it is.
Very, very good grip. So let me get right here beside it.
Interesting. Stop right there. Whoa, stop right there. Man, look at that. 899, so it is a lot slower. How did it feel though?
Soft.
Was it softer than the 124 and the 115?
For sure, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it felt softer.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, 912, 909, 908. It stands subsonic. Yep. 931.
There you go, sir. It's really soft.
What would you suggest? Like if well, I know it's...
You know what it feels like? It feels like a spicy 380.
Really?
Kind of. It don't really feel like it's kicking as much as the 120, especially the 124.
Okay, let me try it. I really want to see what this
especially
is about.
with the size of it being a full-size pistol.
Yeah.
You should have 5 in there right now, and it's loaded.
I want 10 rounds of this shit. Where is it at?
It's already in the mat, yeah.
Let me get 10. Oh, because I've been real curious about this.
It's weird because it's a full-size pistol, so like a lot of the recoil is getting eaten up. Especially with that port. I'm kind of interested to see, though, if you agree with me saying it's a spicy 380. Not 380.
This is my first time actually shooting with a ported barrel and subsonic ammo out of a pistol. So, my first time. All right. Chronograph. Let's go back one. Back again. Back again. Quick start session. We are going to pistol, right, Chad?
Yep. Top one.
Pistol.
Yep.
Yep, we got to hit this one. Let's go. Man, this is a fun shoot.
What's it reading?
912. It's staying up. It's staying sub, man.
Yeah.
It's staying sub.
What'd you think? It's not very much.
Let me try it again.
Yeah,
It felt different. Do I have to reset?
No, you're good. You're good.
You sure?
Yep.
933. It is subtle.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. It's very subtle. And that's crazy that they can manufacture ammo and it stays up under that 1,000 feet per second, man.
Yep.
Wow. Very easy to manage.
Exactly.
I mean, this shit is just hidden.
Yep.
Wow.
It's very soft.
Damn. Here, get you some more. Damn. That is soft, man. Wow. I don't know. I'm thinking that's the more pleasurable shoot experience. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's why I like shooting these different grains so they can really see what's going on. And with this chronograph now, do we have to reset?
Yeah, you're at your 8 shots.
Man. The follow-up shots were real easy to do.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Piece of cake. Let's see. Thought you shot 4 or 5, but
yeah,
it took 3. Okay, let's go back one. I want to look at your averages. What do I go for this? The summary or shot record? I forgot.
Shot record.
There you go.
Yeah. So 901, 902, 902.
Wow.
And you know it's crazy. If y'all was really like paying attention, I'm like squeezing as soon as I can.
Yeah.
And
real easy to follow up.
Not a lot of dot travel. So if you have a red dot
at all,
you don't see it jumping all over the place.
It returns to 0 really good.
Yeah.
Let me get some more of that. Damn.
It's addictive.
I think this is really addictive. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I mean, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the shooter's experience in a few minutes because I see why a lot of people like to shoot subsonic ammo now. I really do. Even in suppressed guns, rifles, pistols, shit like that, I see why. It makes sense. It just, I mean, your return to 0 is just a lot easier. The muzzle flip is a lot flatter. It's just a lot funner, man. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm just shooting right now, guys. No chronograph involved. Man, I'm feeling that. I'm really feeling this. Okay. So, shooter's experience. It's a no-brainer with the subsonic ammo. Now the question is, will you use the subsonic ammo opposed to other types of ammo for self-defense? That's a question y'all need to let me know in the comment section below. What do you think about that? But as far as being more pleasurable, returning to zero a lot easier, target acquisition, muzzle flip flatter, and it tames recoil all at the same damn time with the port and subsonic ammo, it's a no fucking brainer. It's a no-brainer. Now, it's not bad with the 115. I didn't shoot the 124. I didn't shoot the 124. What do you think on the 124, Chad?
It definitely does have a little bit more of a oomph to it. I wouldn't say it's really like a hard recoil because I mean, honestly, it's really flat no matter which one we were using.
Right.
I would just say the difference is like softer when you went all the way down to
That's
7.
exactly how it feels.
Yeah, so like it's just the amount of inertia coming back was less.
Now you do get the handprint, y'all see it.
Yeah.
What we were talking about the grip, and you can see the imprint from the texture of the grip. You can still see it, but it's not aggressive enough to hurt though.
Right, right.
That's what's interesting about that.
I mean, the slide's pretty good as far as, you know, like being smooth out of the box, you know, after we lubed it and shot it a few times.
Do you feel like it's the smoothest gun you've handled, or no, not really, or what?
If 1 was the worst and 10 was like the best, I'd give this like a 7.5.
Okay.
I'd say 7.5, 8.
Fair enough.
I'd say it's really high on there, especially for like a striker fired. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Overall, this whole experience is up there.
It is.
I'd say the whole experience has got to be an 8, 8.5.
It is. Now the question is, that was your first time shooting a CZ, right?
Second time we shot the Nocturne.
Okay. Are you becoming more impressed with CZ product? Just real talk.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that both of the grips that I've held from them are great. Sometimes, you know, different models of different manufacturers or the same manufacturer, you can have good ones and bad ones. So far, they've had nothing but good grips on them, good triggers. You know, they haven't malfunctioned. Neither one of them has malfunctioned when we were shooting them.
Right.
And so, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with CZ right now. And this port,
man,
that port's working.
That port is most definitely working.
I mean, you see it all the way through the barrel and everything. So,
wow. Well, that's about it, guys. We're gonna probably come back to this gun, the ported, because I really want to do a follow-up. What you think? Like after 2,000 rounds or maybe 1,000?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there, just to give you a report on this gun and how it handles so far. But I did want you to see the different grains, to see how it responds. I'm pretty sure you paid attention to the muzzle flip, the recoil while each one of us were shooting. So,
yeah. And
great gun so far.
And I gave y'all different angles so y'all can see that from both sides, different point of angle.
Yeah.
It's really flat, guys. Y'all gotta try it out.
It is. All right, guys. So you know what time it is. We're about to get back to the table. All right, guys. So this is the conclusionary part to the video. Of course, as you've seen, we have a lot of fun at the range with this gun. We shot many different grains of ammo through the gun to see how it would respond, and it responded well. Didn't have not one hang up through the hundreds of rounds that we did shoot, and we did shoot a lot of those rounds off the camera. So we just had a blast out there at the range. Also, I want to give a big shout out to CZ for sending this over to the channel. And of course, you know, we will have many other firearms coming over to the channel for reviews. Also, don't forget to visit the description section. There will be a hyperlink that will lead you to my campsite page, okay? Once you go there, you see a plethora of other firearms, including this one. All you have to do is find the description for this one, click on it, it'll lead you there. And if this is something that's very, very interesting to you, you will be able to make your purchase. And one last thing I want to bring to your attention, I will be adding magazine extensions to these magazines right here. So if you want to know what type they are, you'll see it on the screen right now. And I will post a link also to the magazine extensions that go along with this. I think it's just gonna give it a really good look, and it's gonna give you more rounds of ammunition, whether you're at the range or if you're using it for personal use. All right, so please like, comment, subscribe, Smash that notification bell so when I roll out the latest videos, you'll be able to receive them. And remember,
I'm not from this planet.